Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to International Racing League, round 7 in Mexico. As you can see, there's almost a full turnout today. 17 drivers. I'll just mute my notifications there quick. It's been a very good turnout so far in this summer season, which has been pretty decent. So, as we've already got a comment on the stream, so we'll just wait to see what that is while I set everything up. Storm, one of the drivers, has said this is a great track. I do agree, it's an alright track. It's not the easiest to drive in OTC with this game. It's better than Canada, so as we'll wait till we get the green light, as Coop is not in his car. Apparently he's driving currently, so hopefully he does get here soon, because we will have to get on the way, as I am waiting on Sondre's go ahead. An interesting point of view though, I will bring up the standings currently right now, as Brandon Glover is currently in the lead with 76 points, and in second place is Can with 64 points. So 12 points separates these two, and surprisingly Brandon's not here today, he's on holiday, so this opens a door for Can to take the lead in the championship. Same with Tim, same with Billy Mossam. They all have a chance. Even Alexander Bastos, Marcel Holler. They're the only people, I believe, and Lee Kelly. They're the only people who could have a chance, I believe, for this title. However, in the constructors, on the other hand, Ferrari have dominated. Well, at the start they dominated, but at the moment the constructors are quite close actually. The top four, well, fourth is 11 points off the leader, and second and third are tying on points, and the top two are the Italian team, Ferrari and Toro Rosso. Racing Point in third, and Alfa Romeo are fourth with 90 points. Fifth is Renault with 64 points, and sixth is McLaren, I believe. Yeah, it is McLaren. And seventh is actually Williams, still with 31 points. Eighth is Red Bull Racing. Ninth is Mercedes. And 10th is Haas. Haas have been at the bottom of the team with only 6 points to their name, which is unfortunate, like, but is, as I'm now looking at driver standings, I'm still, after I only did one race, I am still 12th with 18 points, so I'm happy with that. As we just wait on Coops, I believe we'll be going underway very shortly. As some information on the IRL GT Sport, next week will be the last round for Group 4, so tune in for that on Saturday. As it'll be very interesting to see, will it be Jack Meir who wins the title for a fight of his life on Saturday, or will Fly win another championship in a row, because he's won the constructors already with Rob, but will he win the drivers? Well, that is GT Sport, and that will be coming soon on Saturday. But now it's F1. We should be starting very soon. Sondre has told him what has happened in chat. as we will have a bit of a delay, a few minutes of course, hopefully. It's good to see Storm in the chat actually. He was in the Racing Point car, and then he left summer season, and he's back in the chat, so it's good to see him, seeing how the summer season has been going so far. So currently Cooper must still not be here because he hasn't chosen his car. An interesting scenario though. When do you think Sorhaug is going to ball it in the race? I believe lap 1, turn 1 in my opinion. But tell me what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Sondre is going to bottle, or do you think he's actually going to finish today? Storm says he's actually going to finish on the podium. You're giving Sondre a bit more credit than I thought, as it looks like we are going to get underway, it looks like, because people are starting to ready up, which they shouldn't be until Sondre said go. So hopefully everyone stops readying up. So as I just put in the chat. Storm, do you see the chaos of last week in Spa, where there was that huge crash as for some reason Wyatt, Billy and Callum are just spamming the ready button? Don't understand why, because it's not going to make Coops get here any faster. So good man, Storm. It was a shame to see you go, like. Hopefully see you in, I believe, IRL F2, IRL F1 yet. Still, the sign-ups are still getting all sorted out yet, since the seats haven't been confirmed. But I hope I see you then racing there, because you were quick. Sorry for this delay, guys. Oh, it looks like we are actually underway, as Coops will be just selected randomly in a car. So you'll probably end up in the Racing Point. Will seem that is fair enough for him. I've got Matthew in the chat. Well, that's good to see, Storm, that you'll be coming back. Good to have you back in racing. I had great race. You were in IRL F2 last season. See if you can take my F2 title away if you're in F2. So, well, as we wait for the loading screen, I wonder what the weather's going to be like. And no one ruin the weather for me, because I don't want it to be told. It's just ruins the hype for the race. But it possibly could be raining. It is Mexico though, so might stay sunny in the race. Just have to wait and see. As it looks like it is dry. Well, it is dry in quali. As the hood has not showed up. Ah, there we go. The hood has now showed up as we'll get the cars, lap day and everything set up as we wait for people to come out on track. So you just make sure this is actually fixed. There we go. We should be good to go. Yeah, I do agree, it is Mexico. Tyres are not the easiest, as we can hear every engine on the F1 pits roaring, ready to get out. As there is a racing point car, and that I believe is Marcel. Marcel is currently out in the pits. What did Harry Cooper go in? I think Harry Cooper's in a Williams. Now that is very unfortunate, as Marcel will be the first one to set a lap on a set of soft tyres, so he's going for the quick pace instantly. He is a Nexus driver nonetheless, and he knows how to push the car, so that pink does suit him. Will Marcel be the one to beat the Ferraris in that Mercedes engine power? Excuse me, I have a bit of a cold. My qualifying prediction, well, I think Tim's actually going to qualify first. I think that Ferrari is going to be up there. It was second. I'm going to have to give Luke Baker, third place Lee Kelly, and probably fourth place Nino. I don't really know the prediction so far because I haven't really raced here myself, so I don't know which car is best in career mode. But no, I think that'll be my prediction for now, as Brandon has joined the stream. Hello Brandon, your championship is at stake. 12 points is the gap between you and second place, and that is Can. So if Can gets fourth, he will be tying with you points, so he needs third or higher. We all know Bran, you are. It's all a bit of friendly racing. As Marcel has gone up his lap, rides the curb there through the first chicane, hitting both curbs, doesn't invite, doesn't run wide, nice and tidy through there, as telemetry should be on. As we've got his telemetry, he hasn't invalid at all. Going flat out in the second DRS zone. Surprisingly goes first gear through that corner. Very surprising, stays in first gear. I would have gone third, gone in second, but nonetheless Marcel likes it like that with his setup as well. Marcel is absolutely flooring it. I set a soft running extremely wide a bit through there. I'm getting a dodgy camera angle. Now this part of the track is very dodgy. One mistake and you can either go off into the barrier or exceed track limits, possibly like that. Marcel could have got an invalidation. Marcel is still flying right now, approaching the hairpin into a little chicane. Nice and tight through this, and through the final corner, this is where Marcel is the best with a racing point car with that Mercedes engine. Here comes Marcel. What time is he going to set? 1:16.5. I will go on board with Sondre. As you can see, the new Renault has no longer got the yellow paintwork. It's on the rear wing. It's now Renault E-Tech, which actually looks a lot nicer than what it was. As actually Sauber sets 1:16 flat, moves him to first place. Can goes third on set of hards, 1:17.8. As Sondre exceeds track limits, that could be an invalidation. That could be an extreme invalidation. We will stay on him because he hasn't gone down on his ERS mode. Sondre is flooring it on a set of hard tyres, so it isn't going to be top paces. His yellow's in sector 1 as Tim has already set a 1:15.7 on a set of soft tyres. Now that is the Ferrari powered engine. As here comes Sondre Sorhaug with a 1:17.8, promotes him to 5th place right now, as Luke Baker goes a 1:15.8 with soft tyres. Whilst Callum Anderson's been beaten on sauce, he said a 1:18.1. I don't believe that is a representative time. As Kevin Harrison is I'm losing my English today. Is approaching the fast left-right section. Gets a nice tidy exit, doesn't exceed track limits as Sondre did. As there is a Sauber ahead, I do believe that's Can. No, it's not. I believe that is Sauber. As we will stay on board with Kevin Harrison right now. onto the last corner. We'll be getting a bit of dirty air from Sauber as here comes Kevin Harrison on the final corner, flat out. What time is he going to set? A 1:16.2 on set of softs, promotes him to 5th place. As I say hello to Nick in the stream, as we'll go on board with Kamikaze Fox as Lance and his teammate also Jeremy, both GT Sport drivers, but everyone knows who Lance and Jeremy is. Lance is still getting used to the game. He actually is racing with hardly any assists on, line off and everything, so he's doing quite well, as Lance is still getting used to the game though, and so is Jeremy. So what is Lance's time going to be? At the moment it's approaching a 1:14 as he's struggling with the turning with a set of soft tyres. He's still getting used to this game. The setup might not be working for his car, however he sets a 1:20.1, but it's invalid. As here comes Jeremy. What time is Jeremy going to do? Approaching the first right-hander, then with the hairpin slash chicane. Like nice and tidy. I think this is actually a banker right now, because I don't know what this time is going to be, as Jeremy is struggling with the turning because he's not going that fast. He's approaching the right-hander. What time is it going to be? It's a banker, 1:19.5. Now I know what he's gone and done. He's done a banker, did a good sector 1 and sector 2, but we probably can do a better sector 3 and probably gain a lot higher as he's weaving on track. Must be now I'm commentating on him. As the only person who hasn't done a lap right now is Lance. Now has Lance got enough fuel to finish this lap, as he's absolutely pushing the car, he's trying to avoid the curbs, as I can see there, not pushing as much as he's running a bit wide. You can see he's still getting used to this game, but when Lance does get used to it, he will be a man on a mission. Cooper has finally gone out and he's unfortunate. He is on the Williams, so he has got a job to do today. It's very unfortunate. As here comes Lance, and Lance actually does come into the pits. So who is actually on a lap? It's actually Tejonis. As Tejonis going to come into the pits, I don't think so. No, yes he is. Here comes Tejonis on the final corner. What time is he going to set? 1:18.3 on the set of hard tyres. Put himself to 13th place. Not an improvement in position, but he holds that position so far. As we've got some inside information from Cameron, as that is Toxic Tomato. As I said, the Toro Rosso feels a bit more slippy than what I remember. As Lee I do admit Lee's doing quite well in that Renault. 1:15.5. As we'll go on board with Jeremy. No improvement so far. 1:19.5 still. So Jeremy might actually have done an actual lap. Whoa, there is yellows in sector 2. That is, we'll try and find that. Let's see where he's lost it. We'll go on a cockpit view for Lewis. Oh, it looks like he just missed his braking point. As Sondre is on that lap on the set of hards again. So is he doing quick runs on those hard tyres, low fuel, and just flowing it? Look at that Ferrari dead ahead. All sponsored up now. Actually, it looks a lot more tidy than what it does. But Billy is currently on a set of mediums with a 1:18 flat, I believe. No, sorry, on a set of hards, 1:18 flat. So Billy could actually be up there. Billy actually is on a lap. Where is Can on track? Can is quite far out, as we will go on board with Sondre after Wide Lord Billy, or Billy Mossam. With 9 minutes left of the session. Who do you think is going to take pole at the end of the session? As Billy sets 1:15.7 on a set of mediums. Jesus, that is fast. As here comes Sondre now, about to start his lap. Billy Mossam is getting out of the way. Is Sondre going to use him as slipstream? No, he doesn't. Sondre hitting 210 miles an hour as max speed. I do agree there. The Ferraris actually must have been buffed a tiny bit. I don't agree with this, as Tim has just said a 1:15.4 and a set of softs in the new fastest lap. So for some reason Billy is weaving, I believe, down the straight. This could affect Sondre's running, so hopefully Billy backs off. I don't know what happened there, but there's a bit of chaos between Billy and Sondre there, as Can has been moved to 6th place on a set of mediums of 116.1. Are the people in the soft runners like doing bankers right now? Because I do not know. As is yellows in sector 2, I believe that is a Haas driver getting out of the way. As Brand said, is bottled. Brandon has bottled. Well, who should we go on board with? Can's already done a lap on us. I don't believe he'll do another one. I think he'll go on the pits. So I believe we should go on board with Lee Kelly, as he's the one who is causing the yellow flags. Currently the other Renault, who is on another fresh set of softs. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't really go softs, because I don't think you can actually do, as actually Lee actually comes in the pits, I don't believe you actually can do a one stop on these tyres. But I could be wrong. Oh, and there is traffic. Ooh, and that has holded Luke Baker. Who was that? That was Lewis. Lewis is in the wrong there. I don't know what these two are doing, but Lewis is in the wrong. He should have gone off the track to let both drivers through. So there may be an investigation from Lewis there from Luke Baker's end, because that was not Luke Baker's fault. And now, since Lewis was on a lap, he should have actually completed the lap. As I believe that is Harry Cooper coming out of the pits. As Fly High does improve on his lap, a 118.1, but I think he's going to qualify in the mediums. But I do agree, the two-stop is another strategy what you could pull off. As we'll go on board with Callum Anderson right now, who is on a lap. Oh, well no, he's actually down on his lap. So we'll go on board with Sejonis. Sejonis is actually on a lap. Sejonis has got a Red Bull in his way. I believe that is Lance. Lance is in his way, but both are on qualifying laps. So Lance doesn't really have to get out of the way if he is on a lap. Oh, TJ almost loses the back end coming out of the exit 2. Eagle on the throttle. He needs to get past Lance, and Lance is doing a key job to ruin TJ's lap. I know he's not doing it maliciously, because this is also his qualifying run, and TJ has called it quits, but so has Lance. Lance has made a mistake and is already ran off the track. I think he needs fresh set of tyres. As Harry Cooper, I don't know what Harry is going to do in this Williams. Just for the fun's sake, we're going to go and watch Harry Cooper's lap on a set of soft tyres in the Williams. Now, no offence to Cooper, I know he's quick, but there's no way in hell he's going to get the top 10. Not in that Williams. If it does, it'll be amazing. That could have been wide, that could have been an invalidation. You know how this track is, but he's still flying. Don't look like an invalidation from Goops. Harry Cooper knows what he has to do. Nice and tidy through. Actually, no, it is an invalidation because he's in ERS 1-0. So he actually did make a mistake there. I didn't catch that, but we're going to have to actually move on to Billy. Billy Mossen in 3rd place with set of mediums, a 115.7. Now, will Billy Mossen take the lead? As we're having a bit of lag there. Is that Nino Romanello? It is Nino. Nino has got a bit of connection problems. Hopefully he can fix that within the before the race starts. As we are about to get underway, as I actually should have shared this to the chat, but I think people are actually, mainly people are watching. I will send this to the chat now. As Billy, I don't think Billy is actually on a lap. Now I could be wrong. So here comes Billy Moss on the final corner. Is he actually on a lap? What time is he going to set? 115.8 was an invalidation. Or was no improvement? Actually, no, that was no improvement, actually, as there's yellows in Sector 3. Now, who is that? Has there been a crash in Sector 3? No. As we will go on board, there's only 3 minutes and 25 seconds of the session, as Sondre is still on a set of hard tyres. As Brand jokingly says, not seeing Nino without any internet issues. Yeah, it's unfortunate for me because he's quick and it just lets him down a bit because like the way he is in the country, it's always bad weather, so that's very unfortunate. We can see Kevin Harrison and Marcel have just been relegated to 10th and 11th because someone has just improved, and I don't know who that is. It might be Callum Anderson or Lewis, as Kevin Harrison isn't on a lap yet, and neither is Marcel, but Marcel will be the first one out of these two to be on a lap. But Sondre is still on a lap, 4/10 improvement right now, but is he pitting? Yes, he is. I know what Sondre has done. Sondre has tactically waited for everyone to go out on track now so he can go out on a set of soft tyres. But I could be wrong, he could go on mediums. As we'll go on board with Marcel. Marcel will be the first one to set a lap, I believe, but he has to get out ahead of, I believe, Callum Anderson and Nino Romanello. I could be wrong, that could be Luke Baker. That is Luke Baker, I was wrong there. As whoa. What has happened to Marcel? Marcel has actually retired. He's invalidated. That is unfortunate for Marcel Holler. As Storm says, Lee is doing well. Yeah, Lee's doing actually quite well, especially in the Renault, which has surprised me a lot, actually. As we'll go on board with Kevin Harrison, who now will be on a lap. As he has got a, I don't know who that is behind him. As we'll go on a cockpit view of his on board lap. Let's see how he takes the corners with his steering input. As you can tell, he is on a wheel, I believe. He is ahead of his teammate, however. 16.2 on a set of soft tyres, actually, his best lap was. So let's see if he can improve a lot. Because I believe this was, oh, that is a corner cut, and I believe that is game over for this qualifying run. To join us also has retired from the session, and that is actually Lewis Bossman, who is currently in ninth, getting ready for his lap. I don't know what he's doing, but he needs to get going. He needs to get going. He can't just stop on the track, even if Kevin Harrison is letting him through. Lewis Bossman is causing a lot of chaos right now on the grid. Lewis Bossman, just get in your car and get with your lap. As Cooper doesn't set a lap in the Williams, and that is actually Cameron Young, toxic. As now Kevin Harrison has used this as his advantage because this could help him with slipstream. Lewis Bossman, sorry, not Lewis Bossman, Kevin Harrison will be fast on the straight line. Is that Ballhaug? Ballhaug actually hasn't got out in the pits. Ballhaug will be starting on a set of hard tyres. As Kevin Harrison will be with dirty air from Lewis Bossman. Has Tim has just set a 115.1 on a set of soft tyres. Another improvement from Tim. My prediction is still there. Tim in the lead as Sondre and Lance. His times will no longer doing any more times since the checking flag has gone away for them. So here comes Kevin Harrison. Kevin Harrison will be getting a lot of dirty. Yes, Callum Anderson out of nowhere sets a 115 flat in the Mercedes. What a lap from Callum there. Great job from him to beat Tim. As Kevin has called it a day. Lewis Bossman may have actually ruined Kevin Harrison's run, as Nino is on the racing line a bit there, retiring his car, but it wasn't him with his car. As here comes Lewis Bossman. What time is he going to set? As we will go on board with Tim, because Tim is on another lap. Lewis goes third with a 115.2. Tim actually isn't on a lap, and I don't think Billy is either. No, Billy isn't, and they're doing the Ferrari formation, it looks like. Nope, they're not doing the Ferrari formation. Is Jeremy on a lap? What Jeremy is going to do is a 118 flat. Is a tiny improvement on a set of medium tyres, which he will be starting on, and is 14th on the grid. So there is your leader, ladies and gentlemen. Callum Anderson in a Mercedes is actually beating Tim in the qualifying stages. But will this be a thing in the race? We'll wait and see. Will Callum bottle under pressure? Will Tim take good points from what happened to him last race. Wait and see. So then, your top 10 is Callum Anderson with a 1:15 flat, is in the lead of the race. Tim in second, third is Lewis, fourth is Lee Kelly, fifth is Luke Baker, sixth is Marcel, seventh is Billy Mossam, eighth is Nino Romanello, eighth is Sauber, 10th is Can, 11th is Kevin Harrison, 12th is Jonas. Sondre qualified on hards with 117.8 in 13th. Both Red Bull drivers, Jeremy and Lance, in 14th and 15th, but both on different tyre strategies probably. And the two people who didn't set a time is Cameron Young in the Toro Rosso Honda and unfortunately Harry Cooper in the Williams. As it looks already that there isn't going to be rain in the race, as I'm just waiting for people to get their strategy sorted. Hopefully the lobby isn't bugged, because it has been bugged recently. For some reason there, when I said that, my OK Google came up. Nope. As we are just waiting. So we'll be going under the formation lap in 2 more seconds, and we should be underway. As the formation is underway, as Callum Anderson floors it off the start, already weaving down the main straight. Let's have a look at what tyre strategies everyone will be on. As I don't know what these guys are doing. They're almost off the track. As there is the tyre strategies. We'll go on that data, see if anyone does improve. As currently Callum Anderson stays, well, it's not top 10 stays on the times they qualified on and same tyres, as Kevin Harrison is on a set of mediums. Very interesting strategy. I wonder if he's going to go mediums to 2 sets of softs. Jonas is on a set of hards. Now Jonas could get a set of hards to work, but he's going to have to gamble on softs or mediums. Same with Sondre. So both Norwegians are going on with the hards, both TNR drivers, as both Red Bull drivers surprisingly are going on the mediums. So they're playing it the long game as well. Could go mediums and then soft. Cameron Young in 16th with actually a set of softs, so Cameron wants to get through the field at the start, and Harry Cooper is on a set of hards in the Williams. As we've got a TNR, I believe, driver, fellow Norwegian, as Fredrik, I'm going to say. He's saying hello, I believe, to Jonas and Sondre. As we're almost underway. So lights out of round 7 of the summer season in Mexico. Will Tim bounce back after what happened in Germany, or will it be Can, Bran or Marcel to lift the summer season title next weekend? As we're almost getting ready for lights out, as everyone's just getting in their grid positions. My prediction is Tim, Callum and Lee Kelly for the top 3. So we're just underway, as now we are lights, waiting for the lights, as I'm not seeing lights currently right now. It is a very big hold. I believe there's only 1 after this one, Matt. We're on 2 sets of lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we're underway and lights out. Here we go. And geez, Tim's had a great start, but so is Lewis Bassman. Callum's had a bad start. He's already lost a few positions, and there's a squabble for the lead of this race. This is a slipstream party, as here comes Lee Kelly holding the inside line, but actually Marcel's trying to make a move on Lee. Oh, the Mercedes contact. Rosberg and Hamilton situation here. Could there be some damage, as there's more contact through the back? But look at Cameron Young has made a great start, as Sondre has dropped to 12th, I believe, as the Red Bulls are getting eager to get in this battle. Let's look at Harry Cooper showing the Williams it's got pace. It's already trying to make a move on Kevin Harrison to show him he has got the pace. This is contact for Sondre. Has lost a bit of his end plate. This isn't good for Sondre if he wants to do the long game. As we go back to the front, Callum Anderson dropped from the lead to 5th place. His teammate in 4th. Lee Kelly 3rd. 2nd place is Lewis Fossman. Lewis Fossman's all over Tim. Tim is not expecting this kind of attack from a Haas driver. Lewis Fossman is going on the inside. He's going to go on the inside. No, he doesn't. He goes on the outside. That looks like there's yellow flags at the back of the grid. Who is that from? That is Lance. Lance has made a mistake. Lost control of the car and lost a bit of his wing. Back to the front though. Lee Kelly in the Renault, battling with the Haas and the Ferrari. This is... It's been an absolute... It was kind of clean through turn 1. But then turn 2 there was a lot of chaos. As here comes Tim now with Lewis right behind him. But Lee Kelly is also there to pray. Sondre has already got a 5-second time penalty speeding on the pit lane. I was right, it was a model in lap 1. But I don't think it actually was his fault. As Lee is all over Lewis Fossman. Lewis Fossman is under attack. Now this is helping Tim pull away a tiny bit. Lance has also got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. As Lee comes on the outside, makes an easy move on Lewis Fossman, is now targeting Tim. As Luke Baker is also caught up in this battle. Luke Baker and Callum Anderson are actually battling. As I've noticed, Callum Anderson's actually got my number on his car, number 62. As he's probably going to get the look from me with that number. As here comes Luke Baker, has lost the position from Callum Anderson, but both Sauber drivers are battling on different strategies. Nino Romanello is in 8th place. Marcel is under attack from Billy Mossam, also in the Ferrari versus Mercedes engine. Oh, Billy goes wide, extremely wide, runs wide. Is this going to open the door for Callum Young? No, Cameron Young, sorry, not Callum Young, Cameron Young. As Harry Cooper is doing a great job on a set of hard tyres with that Williams in 12th place. Kevin Harrison though is all over the back of him. Tim's just set a new fast lap, 119.2. As Cameron Young actually comes into the pits already. Lance is in 13th place, Jojonis in 14th, Sondre in 16th after his pit stop, and Lance in 17th after his pit stop. As we'll see the biggest position gains, as we'll see who the biggest winner is, and it's actually Harry Cooper in the Williams in 12th place. As we can see, there's an absolute battle for 2nd place right now. Oh, actually, screw that. There's a battle for 6th place. Both Sauber drivers are attacking Nino Romanello, and Nino's defending great there. Great defender from Nino, but needs to start gaining positions if he wants a better chance to win the IRL Summer Season Championship. As currently the biggest loser actually is Callum Anderson, Marcel and Billy Mossam in the position changes. As we'll go back on the tyres, as Nino did great defending there. The Saubers are fighting each other, not racing, they are fighting. As this isn't good though. Nino's doing a great job at defending. Nino knows when to defend the car, where to put it. Got to give it Nino though. He's found pace where nobody else hasn't in this new game. As Nino is already, Lewis is already under attack, I believe, from Callum Anderson right now, and has lost the position. Is Lewis going to bounce back? Is he going to make a dive bomb on the inside? Wait and see. Is he going to go for it? He's going for the inside. Callum Anderson sees there. Callum Anderson brakes extremely early. Tries for the switchback. Is he going to brake early again? Goes for the other switchback in the next chicane. Tries it again. Another switchback. Callum Anderson is trying to find a hole through Lewis Fossman's racing line, but it doesn't work. But he's got a better exit than Lewis Fossman. Oh, Lewis Fossman moved on the braking there, it looked like. That is a bit illegal from him there. Sondre sets the fastest lap. I'm quite surprised to say that, no offence to him. He sets a 119.1 on a set of mediums, but it's early days. As Nino Romanello has also got past Luke Baker with ease. So now Sauber drivers are now losing their chance to catch up with Nino. There's chaos right now for 5th place. This will be battle for 3rd very soon if Nino catches up very soon. Like, Nino is flying. What has he got in that car? Now this would be good for Haas, because Haas would get some decent points right now. There were only 7 points from Mercedes. Now Mercedes are going to have a double finish, 4th and 6th. However, there's yellows again in sector 3. That is Harry Cooper. He's made a mistake on the last corner. As we'll go back on board with Callum Anderson. Callum Anderson doesn't make a move, but now I believe this technique Lewis Fossman is doing. Oh, hang on a minute. There's yellows in sector 1. Why is the yellows in sector 1? As actually Tijonis is making a move on Jeremy. Jeremy tries to sneak it inside the 10th. Doesn't work as there's contact ahead. It's Lee Kelly. It's another bottle from Lee Kelly. Oh, Lee Kelly almost hits Tijonis out of the way. Lee Kelly has to be patient and get out of everybody's way. He's got extreme damage to that front wing as we'll go back on board with Callum Anderson. Callum Anderson has moved to 2nd place, but look at this. Nino Romanello into 4th place, gets a penalty for the corner cut, but makes the position work. His man's like, oh, Lee, I believe he's supporting Lee. Nino Romanello wants the outside of his own teammate, but his teammate on my screen collects him there, but that was lag, but there's damage on his car. Like Lewis Fassman just turned into him there, and this is, I don't know what Lewis Fassman is doing. Look at him, he's just hitting the cars out of the road. Oh, and kind of bit of payback. Jesus, this is chaotic. Cars hitting each other, going into the walls, but this has helped Billy Mossen with no wing damage. He's got out of that scot-free and is already on Sauber. Will he make a double attempt on both Sauber drivers? This has helped Nino now promote to 3rd place, but look at Tim. 4-second gap currently between him and Callum Anderson. As Lee Kelly gets a 5-second penalty, and so does Harry Cooper gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting, but Lee gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So both Renault drivers yet again are very unlucky, as Tim is in 1st place, pushing away right now. Callum Anderson in 2nd, struggling under the pressure from Nino Romanello. As here comes Nino, gaining on Callum Anderson right now. Get a nice helicopter view as we can see Nino is lagging. He's having a bit of connection issues again, which is very unfortunate because now look at him. I'm not even going to slightly spectate his car. It's like awful. But I believe the reason why Nino's actually getting, oh, hang on a minute, is that Lee Kelly. Lee Kelly as, oh my god. Well, I don't know what to explain to that. There has been chaos in turn 2 at the exit. Lance, there is a virtual safety car, and you can see the debris from Lee Kelly and Harry Cooper, and Harry Cooper's racing day in the Williams is game over. Now, will Tim pit? No, Tim doesn't pit. Who pits? Sauber and Luke Baker pit on a set of medium tyres, so they can go medium now, I believe. So they're the only ones who've made advantage with this pit stop. Now, will Sondre pit? So I think Harry just lost the rear. No, Sondre stays out. I believe Harry just lost the rear of the car. As we'll stay on board with Callum Anderson, because Callum Anderson's stolen quite a lot. Almost contact between Callum and Nino, actually. As the virtual safety car has ended and Nino is already on the back of Callum Anderson. But it's backed off already extremely. He must have had a bad entry into the chicane area. No, it wasn't. It was just lag. As Cameron is being overtaken by Sondre, I believe there is a battle for 11th place. No points currently. As Marcel's actually fitting in this battle actually. So Sondre could actually go medium to the end. But we'll have to wait and see. Another corner cut. That would definitely be a warning. Now I'm going to have to go on Nino Romanello, because look at Nino Romanello. Nino is in the attack. He is on the outside of Callum Anderson. Is he going to make the move? Callum Anderson breaks extremely late and has done he's exceeded track limits, has to get the position back, and he does. And Nino is lagging extremely. This isn't good for everybody who wants to race against Nino. Nino needs to fix the internet connection issues. Can is in 4th place. This will make him net lead in the championship right now if he stays like this. As Can is also behind Callum Anderson. Surprisingly though, he's got damage to his wing. Now I don't know if that was between him and Lewis. As Billy is also fitting into this fight right now. Billy got a nice tidy exit as Lewis is struggling because of the wing damage. So if I was, Can is struggling under the wing damage. So if I was Can, I'd actually let Billy actually attack and just get Callum when he's vulnerable, because Callum is struggling on his tyres right now. Let's look at that. Nino's already pulled a 1.8 second gap. So is Nino going to be on the charge, as no one pits yet? But is Nino going to be on the charge to attack Tim and catch up with Tim? Catching up with Tim is one thing, but passing him is another. Will he succeed in catching up and passing him? We'll have to wait and see. Currently the gap is 3.3 seconds. He is narrowly getting the gap down, as Khan has actually tried to make an attempt on the outside, goes on the inside line, shuts the door a tiny bit, and oh, Billy's actually come out from nowhere, and it's almost 3 wide. Billy, no, it's 2 wide now, but geez, Billy is on the outside. Callum has to see that he's there. Billy, oh, very late braking from Callum. Some fair racing there from Callum. He's been very clean, as Billy's just shoves him a tiny bit wide, a little bit of wheel banging, as Sondre gets a 3-second time penalty, and so does Callum. This is a battle for 10th. These two are squabbling for position in 10th place right now. I will go on board with that very soon. Actually, I'll go on board with that now, because more contact between them two, I think. Look at Sondre, he's eager to bring his race back. He wants 1 point. If he stays 10th and gets the fastest lap, he gets 1 point. Can't stand leaders all along, as his yellow flags in sector 1. Jeremy has also crashed out in sector 1. Now, is there a problem in turn 2? Is it if you ride the curve, you just lose it? As actually Sondre's now losing a lot of time, as we'll go back on board. Whoa, hang on a minute, what's happened to Callum Anderson? Actually, Tim's pitted. That's what's the big shocker. Tim has pitted on a set of medium, so Tim must be going medium. As there's an absolute fight for second place. Billy, Callum Anderson, Kevin Harrison, and TJ Honest is 8.3 seconds off this gap. Now Nino knows what he's got to do, as we can see Jeremy's car just loses it again in turn 2, but Nino is lagging severely. Nino needs to pull a 20-second gap just to be safe. Sondre gets another time penalty added to his time, as Khan is trying to... He's actually losing time, it looks like, to Nino. Losing a lot of time actually to Nino, as yellows again in sector 2. Now who is this? Who's got yellows in sector 2? I don't know. Oh, there's been contact. Nino Romanello and T. Johnnis. Nino's balled. Oh! Yellow flag. I don't get how T. Johnnis is lucky. Nino lagged into his car. This is give the lead to... Wait, what? Whoa, hang on a minute here. I don't understand this. Nino is what crashed, and now... Blame connection there, in my opinion. As now Khan is in the lead, but Billy may help his teammate now. Billy is in second place. Now, if Billy wants to help his teammate, he has to hold Khan up as long as possible. Will they get a 1-2 for Ferrari? Billy has overtaken Khan, closes the door on him. Clean racing there. As it goes, Billy Mossam in first, Khan in second, Kevin Harrison third. As there's more contact, Luke Baker loses it, and this is bringing everyone back who's made mistakes earlier back into this race. We did get some inside information from Storm though that overheating tyres would be a problem, and we can see already that it is, as Tim is already on the back of Tijonis. That was TJ I like to call him, but Tijonis is his actual name, as Tijonis is actually doing a quite good job right now on a set of hard tyres. Fourth. Is he the highest position gainer? I believe he is. He actually is, with Kevin Harrison and Khan, 8 positions gained, but the biggest loser right now is Callum Anderson with 12 positions lost. And unfortunately, Nino is lagged out of the session, which is very unfortunate. Well, a bit of inside information, the reason why Lee Kelly actually pitted, because apparently him and Tim had a bit of contact. So there's probably an incident to report and get footage of. So Tim doesn't need that in his head right now, since he's got passage on this. He needs to catch up with Kevin and hold the gap to the lead. The gap to the lead currently right now is 8.9 seconds. This is an absolute squabble for first place. Kevin Harrison, Khan and Billy battling right now for the lead, but Khan is actually closer to Billy. Even with Khan with wing damage, he's staying with Billy Mossam right now. I've got to say though, at the start of the summer season, I thought the Saubers actually were going to run away with it. But it just proves don't have to be in a fast car to win something. But look at this. Kant is really struggling at the moment, running wide because that wing damage. He has to pit soon. The pit window should be open very soon actually, unless they're doing one stops. Now the pit window in my eyes would be open lap 13, 14 for a 2-stop if you go medium, medium, soft or medium, soft, soft. But it's up to these drivers, because if they can take them to lap 16 and just go 10 laps, as pit window must be open for Can, because Can is in. So any close battles right now are like extremely close. Actually, yes, Sorhaug, Marcel and Lewis. Now, Sondre is probably still heart pounding out of his chest right now, hoping not to bottle in Mexico. I don't think he'll bottle now. He's done 13 laps, but it is Sondre, as Can is going to actually exit in P11 as Nino Romano AI is just going to get out ahead of him. So Tim's actually been lucky with his pit stops. He's had hardly any trouble. It's Cameron, so it's the fastest start of a 117.8. Marcel is behind Sondre. Sondre is behind Cameron Young. As Lance has got a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Lance is struggling with the car right now. As we'll go on board with Lewis, who's behind Marcel. Actually, no, we'll go on board with Marcel. Marcel's got a great exit over Sondre. Marcel's basically almost touching Sondre's rear end right now. Is trying to catch up with Sondre, trying to find a hole in his technique, in his racing line. Marcel can't find it right now, but this is it, the main straight where it's engine versus engine. Will Marcel beat Sondre with engine power? Let's see. Marcel straight away with DRS, but Sondre's also got DRS from Cameron. This ain't going to help Marcel that much. And Marcel's actually looks like he's losing a bit of time with slipstream, which isn't helpful. He's going to have to go for a dive. He doesn't go for the dive, almost hits Sondre. Now, Sondre might have had him a bit too close for comfort there. There's actually Louis is really struggling right now, but Kevin Harrison isn't going to leave the race. Has also got past Billy, because Billy's pitted. As Louis Fossman's actually got past Marcel. That was a very great move there. He almost loses it actually there though. Sweetbait gets a 3-second time penalty added onto his time. Only 3 retirements: Jeremy, Harry Cooper and Lee Kelly earlier through this race. Scalmanson's got a 3-second time penalty also added to his time. There's not really any decent battles going on right now except this battle for the 7th place. So Sondre is in trouble. He is now losing time to Cameron as Kevin Harrison being overtaken from the leader. Yes, he has. He hasn't even pitted yet and he's been overtaken. As there's Lance. Lance has been lapped from everybody right now, as Lance is really struggling at the moment with the car, as Sondre is in trouble. Lewis is all over the back of him. Currently the gap is 4 tenths. Now there's a battle for 3rd place right now, which I'm going to have to go on board with. Tejonis versus Sauber versus Luke Baker. Now this is helping Cameron come back. The gap is currently 3.4 seconds right now. Kevin Harrison actually could get a podium surprisingly. It stays like this. Sorry Storm. As there you go, there's Lewis Fossman with 3-second time, and I'm sorry Storm, I don't really check the penalties. I don't really want to ruin it for the drivers, because I know some of the drivers listen to the stream. It's just a thing we won't be doing. Maybe near the end I might. But right now, Sauber and Luke Baker battling right now. Actually, Sauber actually got past Luke Baker. Oh, hang on a minute, Lewis Fassman, look at this. 3 wide for P7 in a minute. Any minute now. Is Lewis Fassman going to go on the outside? Sondre will squeeze him off the track. Sondre is getting squeezed. Lewis Fassman passes both drivers. Great driving there from Lewis Fassman. As Marcel, look at Marcel. Found the gap where I wouldn't even found and already making a move, but so is Sondre. Look at Sondre, it's all eager to make a move. He's going to make a lunge into turn 3, sorry, I apologise. As there's Billy actually catching up with this fight. Sondre runs wide. Is he going to go for the lunge into this hairpin? Oh, had to back off a tiny bit there as he's struggling on those tyres. So Sondre is taking those mediums very long. Now, I don't know what his strategy here is. Take these long and use another set of mediums and take them short and go for the fastest lap again. Because he's struggling with grip. Now overheating is an issue right now, as we can see. It's very unstable, that Renault, and Billy's already catched up with Sondre. Oh, Billy tries the outside. That's a late attempt there. Billy needs to be careful, needs to make his passes a lot earlier. Doesn't want to desync Sondre, because desyncing is still a thing. As Billy's going to get a nice run on. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Battle for third place. Salvage just passed Jonas. As Toxic's just passed Luke Baker. So everyone's passing everyone right now. And Marcel's still under pressure right now. As look at the gap currently. Excuse me. Tim is in first with a 12-second gap. And there's no way, unless Tim bottles it, he will lose this race. Now, I believe it's 25 points he gets. So if Tim gets, with a championship update, 25 points added to his time. I believe that'll be 88 points, which I believe we can get in 1 point. I believe that may make him actually the leader of the championship currently right now. So it all depends where Can finishes, and also where Billy finishes, and also where Alexander Bossos is not here. So it only depends where Tim, Billy and Can finish. And possibly Marcel, but I don't think Marcel has to basically win this race to still be in this title fight. And currently he's in 6th place. As Cameron is in 3rd place right now, past Jonas. As Jonas got some 3-second time benefit, but everyone's exceeding track limits so far, as you can see the debris still from the Renault. So, and also Sondre. So now, is this track hard with penalties? As Lewis Fassman is under attack actually from Billy. Billy's trying to go from the outside, doesn't make the move work, goes for the switchbackaroo, goes on the inside. Lewis Fassman has to know he's there, he does, gives him the room. Nice and tidy there from Billy Mossam. Oh, actually, I don't know what happened there, but Lewis Fassman just got wing damage there. As now, Sondre is in 9th. Now, who holds the fastest lap? Callum Anderson, currently in 13th, so no one would get the fastest lap point right now. Gap to leader though right now for Tim. If he pits, he goes 8th, I believe. Tim just needs to relax. He's going to set a mediums now. Sondre is taking his very long 16 laps. You can see the glow on his tyres, but look at Billy Mossam now. He's eager, pushing Luke Baker through that corner. As Luke Baker comes into the pits after 11 laps mediums. So does Lewis Fassman with 12 laps mediums. Is this a strategical? Sondre stays out for another lap. Now, it is getting cloudy. Is there rain on the way? Now, could this be a strategy? Is there rain on the way here? As Billy Mossam is in 6th place right now, and he is flowing. He's on a set of hards. Now, I don't think it is going to rain since he's on a set of hards. You can still see a bit of the sun. But I don't understand why Sondre is taking mediums. It's very long right now, because right now he has 17 laps on if he has to go mediums. He has to go mediums. There's no way he can go softs. As Billy is in this battle for 4th place. Tijonis and Marcel both being out for very long. Tijonis has actually been out the longest, I believe, 18 laps. As Cameron in 3rd place, 8/10 off 2nd place right now. We will go on board with that battle very soon. As I'll get ready to go on board with it, is Billy Mossam is on board with, as we'll go on board with Toxic, but we'll go on board with Billy very soon if Toxic, Cameron doesn't make a move. As Toxic 6/10 currently off 2nd place, as Sondre has been disqualified from the session. That is the first time I have seen that in a lobby with penalties. So unfortunately Sondre has been disqualified from the session, as we'll go on board with Billy, as actually Jonas makes a pit. So I'm just going to see if Sondre may want to do comms with me right now, as I'll quickly invite him, as that is actually the first time I've seen that. There wasn't any battling as much going, as that is very unfortunate there for Sondre. As Billy's next target is Billy Mossam. Cameron actually did get past Sauber there. Sorry we missed that there, ladies and gentlemen. Just give me a minute, guys. Sondre has joined us in the commentary booth after he's been disqualified from the race. Classic Bottle Haug. Got to say that.
Well, I wouldn't say classic on that one. What can I say? The car felt like a blow.
Carl Manson's lost control.
Patch set up, so it did not feel good, and I went wide everywhere.
Well, mate, it's been very chaotic so far. There's been a few crashes, and you're the first one actually to be disqualified. Out of all the league races I have done, you're the first one to be disqualified. So, well,
rubbing it in, I see.
Yeah, I've got to rub it in there.
Look at these 2 Hasses, though.
Yeah, I've got to give it that. Nino's driving. Oh, actually, no. Nino's on a set of soft tyres from 10 laps. There is a question I wanted to ask you, though.
I think Nino actually left earlier after.
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he liked that session. I forgot. There's a question I wanted to ask you. Why did you go like almost 18 laps with a set of mediums as a virtual safety car right now? Will Luke Baker take? No one pits. Surprising, no one actually pits, as Lance is unfortunately a lap down. As VSC has ended.
That through all that chaos, Tim made it through.
Yeah, apparently there's been a bit of contact between him and Lee, so that's why Lee had to pit earlier on. But yeah, what was your strategy then, with you had to pit so early?
Well, the strategy was going hard to mediums, but I got front wing damage on the first lap.
I got that.
Switch around, so I went for mediums, and I was about to go into the pit when I got disqualified.
Then you got disqualified.
As I said, pre-patch setup,
catching up with Kevin Harrison. Well, Kevin Harrison's actually pitted, he's 3rd. I didn't even notice that.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's Cans on the inside.
It just didn't go.
Yeah, as Cameron and Sauber have both pitted, got in clean air ahead of Lewis Bassman on a set of hards. Oh, there's going to be a lot. Oh, 3 wide, almost 4 wide down the main straight. Marcel was lucky not to be collected by the Mercedes there, as Luke Baker has just done an amazing move, made 3 positions in 1 corner.
As Khan and Kevin is going side by side before the S's. Kevin has to slot in though. But I just noticed though that Tim is on 12 laps old medium tires. He will have to pit again.
Yeah, I believe he's going to go soft for the end stint.
He will, because like I was on my 19th lap and was at 82% when I went in, so he's definitely bidding again.
So probably a 1-stop with softer hard actually could work then. Be hard, but it could work.
Soft to hards could have worked, possibly. Although the
Tim's in. Actually, Tim's in.
Mediums to hards.
Tim's got mediums. Tim's actually struggled with the tyre wear.
But look at this. Khan and Kevin are coming fast behind him now.
Gotta give Kevin the credit though, he's driving out of his world today. He's had a great start. this race.
Yeah, but look at this though. Who is gonna win this?
Well, Can don't really need to fight this.
Two Ferraris to fight it out.
Oh yeah, 1-2
I know how
currently.
the Ferrari is fighting it out though. Usually ends.
Yeah. Oh, currently right now. It'll probably be a crash. I don't believe there's team order between these two drivers. But a bit of information
Look down at Luke though.
Luke Baker will go on board with that, as I'll say what Can's currently third. Now currently he will, I believe, take second in the championship. I don't believe he'll be in lead because Tim is ahead of him. If Tim wins this race, he gets 88 points. Something like that.
I'm not exactly sure how many third places Khan have gotten, but I think he's gotten. I think it might be fourth places actually.
This is actually a big battle for seventh. Haas, Mercedes, McLaren, Racing Point.
Haas, Mercedes, McLaren, Racing Point.
Where's the total Honda?
McLaren is looking too good then, considering the only one with the Renault engine. Gonna be dumped on the straight pretty much.
Yeah, I have to agree on that. Well, actually, no, I'm saying that you're holding your own against Marcel. Like, he was a Mercedes.
Yeah, I think Marcel might be running quite a lot more downforce than I was.
Luke Baker's made a move on Lewis Fassman. Is that going to be contact? No, it isn't. Oh, but there's contact between Tijonis and Marcel.
Marcel?
No, Lewis, we didn't put him in the Williams. We had a delay for 5 minutes, but he was not there when we started, and it just put him in the Williams, unfortunately.
Unfortunately for him, yeah. He had a good start though.
Yeah, he was on a very good start, but unfortunately, I don't know what happened in turn when I got caught of it, but it looked like turn 1 and 2, Lee's just gone too hard on the throttle, lost control of the car, hit the wall, and then Cooper has done the exact same and just gone in the wall. Now, I don't know if turn 2 was a problem. Did it feel a bit bumpy or anything? Because you were driving.
Turn 2 was one of the easier corners, to be honest.
What about the exit? Was the exit fine?
Slamming it. Nah, the exit was easy. It was only when your tires was really worn that started becoming a little issue.
True, as Tim's actually battling with Billy right now. Looks like he was first a little bit, then second again. I've got to say though, Codemaster's finally got the sponsors right on the Ferrari, and it looks a lot nicer. Oh yeah, almost. They've made it. Yeah.
Mission window, but that isn't happening. So
yeah,
what they've gotten right now, as that looks way better than it did.
Why is the mission logo not added in?
I can't remember it.
I don't think it's now close.
Licensing to do, I think. I'm not sure. But out of these two Ferraris, though, who do you think will come up on top? Obviously.
Well, obviously Tim. I don't think Billy. Well, Billy actually could go to the end. There's only 11 laps to go, and you've took those mediums almost 20. Yeah. Oh no, Billy's pitted.
That is interesting.
I don't know if he pitted or he got desync off Tim because his car slid in the pits. He's on a set of mediums. Sure. Well, this is confirmed. Well, the only chance Tim hasn't got for the win is if Kevin Harrison can catch up 7.4, well, almost 7.5 seconds.
Oh, look at Toxic though. There is no wait. I mean, Khan. Well, Toxic might end up in the battle in just a few corners now.
Yeah, Toxic's cameraman.
According to Marshall, Mission Vino has something to do with tobacco, so.
That's why then. Hang on, I thought you weren't allowed tobacco sponsors anymore though.
Well, I'm not sure how it actually is.
Cameron is all over Can right now. If Cameron takes this position, this will help his teammate out in the championship. Will make him tie in points, I believe, in 4th place. It's only 12 points the gap currently in the championship between these two. But Tim will take the lead the way he is now. I've got to say that I think the final race, I think it's going to be a 3-wide scrap for the championship. No, it's 4 because Billy's still in it.
No, Billy's doing it, but I don't understand what he did there, going on the hard medium tires and hitting there, because those hards would have gone into the end. So
Cameron 3 wide down the main straight. Kevin is giving the room for the 3 wide attempts, but he kind of doesn't go for it. Cameron is using his driving skill to pass both drivers. It's a great driving there from Cameron, but it's not the best track to pass because you can easily get caught up.
I can see in the chat that Storm agrees with me that was a strange call by Billy. What he was thinking there, I have no idea.
Oh, Lance has retired from the session and it isn't 90%.
It's going to be hard catching up to all of this.
That's unfortunate for Lance as he's retired as... Animate, what's happened to Kevin Harrison? Kevin Harrison was currently 4th and he's just made a mistake from somewhere. He's now 5th.
He's got to have made a mistake somewhere.
Oh, as we can see, a bit of Lance's car there. Lance lost it where Storm lost it last year in IRL F2. Sorry, Storm, there to bring up that tragic moment there. Yeah. It's the only way I remember who crashed there. So, as Cameron, actually Cameron looks like he's catching up with Tim in a Taurus or Honda. Currently the gap's 9.5 seconds.
Oh, you're right, actually.
In a Taurus or Honda.
Only 8 laps left though. You gotta remember though that there is a class difference between the quality of their driving, Tim and
yeah, no offense to Tim.
Cameron, I mean, Tim is a decent driver, but Cameron is a good driver.
Yeah, Cameron's definitely top.
If he improves more, he's gonna be starting to close up to like the top tier drivers. So
there's currently no battles going on.
There. Obviously, there is a massive difference between the Taurus and Ferrari too, but as I can see though,
he's actually catching quite well now. I'll have a look
quicker in that Taurus.
Tim is in ERS mode 1, but Cameron's actually catching up with him in ERS mode 0.
Bet you that they're using 0 and 1 in that sector, they're going to go overtake on the straight.
No, Toxic staying in 1.
Well, Cameron is going overtake on the straight.
Now he is.
Straight.
He needs to save his ERS, so he needs to be smart if he wants a chance to catch up with Tim, as actually can pit.
Khan is pitting, and that is also a strange call. He should have also made it to the end on those hard tires. But
oh, he's going for the fastest lap. Now this could be crucial. If he gets 4th with the fastest lap, he will pass Brandon.
He's gonna have to pass Marcel,
Lewis, Luke Baker,
Kevin,
Lewis, DeJonis, Marcel, Kevin Harrison, Billy. And currently
interesting to see though, Billy's to 4th again. He's only 3.5 seconds behind Saba, so it could be interesting to see if we get a battle there in the end.
Don't shout out Kevin there though. Kevin's still in the chance for a fight. He is only 5 seconds, but so is Marcel. Marcel's doing well for 6th.
Marcel is doing well, and especially considering he got held up by me a long period.
Yeah, that was actually nice battle between you two.
It was just that he didn't get past on the straight, and in the corners he got close.
Oh, he's got him. He's got him now. He's going to go for a lunge into this. Oh, look like a bit of contact again there, a little tiny bit. There's
Marcel is going past Kevin.
Pushed him a bit wide there, but he can do that. He did make the corner. He was on the inside.
Look at the gap between Cameron and...
Geez, 7.6 seconds.
On the other hand though, Tim has a massive amount of ERS to defend with if Cameron should ever catch up. Cameron has barely any
Oh, I
ERS,
thought that was Toxic. Sorry, I thought that was Tim missing a mistake, but it's actually Callum Anderson.
And Callum in the second corner.
What's he doing?
Almost coming back there.
If he gets out of the way of the drivers.
He gets out of the way for the Alpha there.
Good
he
man.
does that. And then hopefully for the
Hopefully for
Ferrari
Billy
behind.
too. Yeah, he must have rid that curb. I think it's like the little bumps in the curb, like just shoves the car off.
And he's getting
Luke
out
Baker's
of the
in the
way
pits.
nicely there.
So, 3-second time penalty for Can. Sorry, for Sauber, but Can actually hasn't improved on his lap.
next lap is...
Oh, hang on a minute. There is yellow flags in sector 2 now. Marcel looks like he's made a mistake. He's dropped back. Oh no, sorry, no, it must have been Kevin. I don't know.
Hard to say that.
Toxic gap currently now 6.9 seconds.
But look at this now. Khan has a good chance of grabbing fastest lap on this next lap. He's right up the rear of D Johnny, so he's gonna have DRS down the straight. He might be able to exploit that to take fastest lap now.
118 flat, 1.6 second improvement, no fastest lap. Currently the fastest lap is a 117 flat from Billy. Billy's got the fastest lap currently. Callum Hansen did have it, but now Billy's got it.
Cameron and Tim are still going down.
Yeah, I think it's game over though, in my opinion. There's no way. I don't think he's got enough time.
I don't think Cam will catch him fast enough to be able to get a chance to actually pass him either. So
penalties could be a play though, because I have seen Tim, I believe, get one penalty now. I don't know if he got any more, and I don't think Cameron's had any yet. So
that's a good point there.
Kevin Harrison gets a 3-second time penalty.
He's currently up on his time.
This is where it knuckles down, end stage of the race, where it gets a bit boring.
Billy on the back of Saba.
Yeah, Billy, that's the only battle currently on track, and hopefully it lasts as long to the end.
Well, Saba is a good driver, but if you can keep Billy behind on fresher mediums in a better car, I'm not sure if he can.
I've got to say though, Sorhaug, Lewis Marshall's just done a dig to you though in the chat.
What?
Marshall is...
as Khan did a 17.3, but...
still no improvement. Well, not fast lap anyway. Lewis Marshall said in the chat, imagine being disqualified. He's taking a dig at you there. As Louis Vossman is also in the pits.
Well, you know, Marshall, it's only a certain few people who can manage to do things like that, and I am one of them. Hence the reason why I've gotten the name.
This Vossman's also on soft, so a lot of people are actually pitting. Whoa, the gap's actually come down quite quickly now. The gap's 4.8 seconds between him and Tim. Has Tim got problems? Oh, look how much ERS Tim's got compared to Cameron.
And Storm saying, imagine me putting him for podium. Well,
I said he'd bottle it.
If there's one thing I've learned today, it's not that the Renault is crap, because I already knew that. It's that using a pre-packed setup is not going to work well. Especially with realistic cars. Thing is, like, I knew I had a setup, but I realized it was pre-patched when we went into the quality.
Yeah.
And well, looking at how Marcel can get past me on the straight, I have a feeling I was using a little too less downforce.
No battles on track, unfortunately. This is now the boring end stage of the race. Unfortunately, there's no last lap battles.
Yeah, no, there won't be any either. Closest is Khan or Kevin, possibly.
He's catching up quite quickly, actually, 1.7 seconds. Thing is, though, I've got to say though, Tim had an excellent start. Callum Anderson, though, he bottled his start. He lost 6 positions before the first corner. Or 5 positions.
With the best engine on the grid.
Yeah, he was first as well and lost 5 positions off the grid.
Well, you know, that's how it goes sometimes.
As there is actually now a battle.
Time, yeah, and that's between Khan and Kevin.
There's only way Cameron can have a chance.
Kevin luring into the outside, however.
Oh, he's actually made that work. Oh, Callum Hansen with 116.7, new fastest lap, but he can steal the fastest lap but not get a point. Can is flying right now. If he's going to get 8 points currently right now. He's putting 4 points behind Bran.
Well, look at this. It looks like Tim is pushing a little back now. The gap isn't going down that quickly for Cameron.
Yeah, gap's stabilised now. 3.8 seconds. Imagine if we see a bottle from Tim.
Well, to be
Yeah,
honest,
that's from
in the
sector
beginning
2.
of this season, it did not look like Tim was going to come out on top there. He didn't have the best first races, but he seems to have gotten his consistency together after that, and also his pace might have improved a little too. So he's looking strong for the championship right now.
Especially in the constructors, because like since Bran's not here, Toxic's second, and both Ferraris are going to score decent points.
But Ferrari's running away with the constructor, right?
Well, it's only a few points currently right now in the lead, but with this, it'll be a lot more points. As Luke Baker pits, you better get out in track soon because Tim's about to pass him. As Callum Anderson's getting holded up, as with my, I'm a bit annoyed that he's got my number light, but Tim could actually lap Callum Anderson and stop him getting the fastest lap. Let's have a look. Yep, Tim's past Callum Anderson. That is game over for Callum to get the fastest lap.
Oh yeah, that's right, actually.
Actually, it was game over anyway. It was already a lap down. Next 2 laps down. As Tim is on his final lap. I think this is his second win in a row.
Billy
Yeah, it is.
On Callum too.
Callum gets out of the way, very smart.
Considering the tires he were on, he could have almost just pulled away in the first few corners there. But
Well, currently, Bran, it looks like Tim will be in the lead.
Safe option, just letting Billy by there.
Yeah. I think Tim will be in the lead. I believe you'll be second, Can third, and Billy fourth right now, Matt. Which currently Can sixth, and will only get 8 points. Tim will get 25 points, and his championship points altogether will be 88.
Oh,
So
we'll have to see when they cross the line, as there might be penalties too.
true. As here comes Tim, the gap between him and Cameron is 4.2 seconds, but that doesn't matter. He's come around the final corner to win the Mexico Summer Season Grand Prix. Congratulations to Tim. With a 5 second, oh, this could be interesting. He had a 5 second time penalty, but it doesn't matter. He keeps the lead. Cameron has over 11 seconds in time penalties.
More penalties, it looks like.
Wow. As Billy takes third place, so Ferraris get a double podium.
Saba jumps.
Oh no, Sauber jumps in.
What about Khan? Marcel is fifth at the moment.
Can stays sixth. Here comes Kevin Harrison. I don't know what he's doing, but he's just slowed down. Oh, even with that 5 second penalty, Can's actually dropped 7th. Kevin's jumped Can.
Team John is into
8th place as Lewis.
Lewis will take 2 points today in the Haas. Although he's not really in championship contending, as this is the first race he's doing, but
yeah. There's only one more race after this, isn't there? As Lewis takes 9th.
Is, yes.
Here comes Luke Baker to finish the row in 10th. I believe he got the fastest lap in the end. Oh no, Callum Anderson got it. No one improved. Callum Anderson got it, but he didn't finish in the points, so no one gets the fastest lap point. Yeah, no one gets the fastest lap point. So, well, there you go. Congratulations for Tim in first place. Well, 2 Italian teams, first and second. Could have been first, second, third, but Sauber takes third place off Billy Mossam. Is incredible. But the man who's been on form is Tim.
The penalties. 12 seconds for both Cameron and Billy and Marcel.
Bloody hell, that's a lot of penalties.
18 for Khan and Luke.
1:16.782. 1:16. Yeah, Callum got it, Matt. Callum got the fastest lap. As there is your top 10.
The race director on myself, that is not fun.
Tim is in first place, Cameron Young in second, third Sauber, fourth Billy Mossam, fifth Marcel, sixth Kevin Harrison, Can seventh, which has not helped him that much in the championship standings, but it's gained on Bran a little bit. Eighth to Jonas, ninth Lewis Vassman, 10th Luke Baker. I didn't get the rest of the grid. It's unfortunate there.
Well, I gotta tell you, I checked race director and I had like 5 laps in a row where I got 2 or 3 warnings left. So it's not surprising seeing that
God, you must have had 30 penalties. Well then, there'll be more IRL content coming up next weekend. GT Sport, the final race this Saturday coming up, and apparently I believe the final race for the summer season. I believe it's Brazil. But we'll see you guys then. I've been your commentator, Nexus Clone or Neon Squarex Rapid, F2 Champ, as Jared Fosbury. I've been joined with Sondre after he got disqualified. Is Sondre, you want to finish it off, Matt?
Well, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more racing action. There is usually quite interesting races. With that, thank you to everyone who's been watching today, and hopefully we'll see you next week. Good night.